Hi there, in this short video I'm going to talk you through how to use the basics of the home screen and the home newsfeed on your Bizmerang app. So to get straight to it, how do we get into our Bizmerang? Well, Bizmerang is hosted on Mighty Networks. What you see on the screen in front of you is actually my home screen on my phone, and what we're going to do is we're going to simply click the Mighty Networks logo here. And that opens up the Bizmerang app, and it's opened it up straight into your home news feed. So this is your home news feed. The thing about your home news feed is all the content in here is fed by content out from other sources. So the primary one of those is all the circles that you have become a member of. When somebody posts something in a circle that you're a member of, it automatically feeds it into your home news feed. The other posts that are in here are the featured posts, these ones here that are moving left to right now. And again, those are just posts that have been featured by the either the Circle host or, but in this case, by Bizmerang, because you're in the Bizmerang home feed, by Bizmerang, as that might be useful for you. So, for example, we've got basics here on how to use the app, your first steps on Bizmerang, how to use Bizmerang, and so on. When we scroll down, we start seeing the list of posts that are in your home news feed. Again, these are very similar to, as you would expect, as you know, on Facebook or LinkedIn. They're very similar. To open a post, I just touch it, and it opens up and I can see the detail there. I can see who has created the post, in what circle it was created in this particular one it was catalyzing connections, and it's tagged with a topic of how can I help. It's got all the main content in there, and in this particular one Mark hasn't added anything such as a video or embedded anything in it, but it can all be done. To get back to my home news feed, what I do is I use this little arrow in the top left hand corner, the down arrow. So I'll just touch that and it takes us back to our home news feed where we started. So the posts are very similar to what you would get. The idea of a post is very similar to that, as I say, that you get in Facebook or in LinkedIn, etc. The thing to remember here is that the content is specific to you. It has come from content that you have agreed to by joining a circle. There's very little content coming here from Bizmerang head office, as it were, or Bizmerang Central. And what we do ask here is that you don't post any content here. As a basic member, you have the ability to actually do a quick post in the main newsfeed. But if you do it in the main newsfeed, it goes across the entire Bizmerang network. So every member, even the ones that you're not connected with, will see that. Now, when you've got 3,000 or 4,000 members, and if they were all doing that, then of course everybody's newsfeed gets absolutely clogged up, and you might as well just be a member of a Facebook group. So you'll find that Bizmerang Central, Bizmerang head office, if they see a post that has been inadvertently put into the main newsfeed without having come from a circle, it will be removed. So let's get into the other functionality around the edge. The obvious one is to add a post or add a question, but there is a separate video about how to do a post within circles. But let's just go to the top left-hand corner and have a quick look at the navigation bar. And we get that by going to these three parallel lines, and when I touch those, it opens up the navigation bar. In here, we have the basic navigation around the app. So these are links to, well, the home was where we've just come from, but then the discovery option. Discovery is a very in-depth search tool. Then we can look at the members. If we click on members, it'll show us all the members. So just touch that, and you can see it's opening up the members, and we can see the top members and the members near you, and the members and the latest and new members. So, and then we just go back to where we were beforehand. Then we have topics, events, circles, courses, personal settings, and network settings. There are separate videos in each of these items that you can see, that you can go and search for. So let's just go back to our home screen, and there we are. So moving to the top right hand corner, we have a very simple search function. When I say simple, it's quite comprehensive, but it's very simple to use. And we simply do that by touching on the little magnifying glass there. And again, like any other search function, I can simply put in a start typing. In this case, I'm just going to put the letters EVE in, and it's going, okay, so EVE, we've found a host called Eve Early, or EVE is the first 3 letters of events, so here's upcoming events, etc. Again, all pretty standard stuff. The next thing down, just on the right-hand side of just below that search function, is you can see a little icon of a filter or funnel, sorry, and that allows us to filter. So when we again touch on the filter, it opens up the filter option, and we can add filters to our main news feed here. Now these are positive filters, so I can positively filter for my activity, or just activity from my hosts, or posts that are coming from near me, or posts that are already in my newsfeed that are coming from near me, and my marketing strategy. Bear in mind that this is filtering your newsfeed. It's not filtering Bizmerang in total, it's just filtering your newsfeed. So as an example, let's just say I primarily want to see activity that I have created, and that is based on marketing strategy, or has topic with a marketing strategy. So we've added 2 filters there, and we then go to the top right hand corner and touch done, and you'll see it has a little thing, and then that's what it does. It filters out for those posts. You can see that it has replaced the little picture of the funnel with the number 2 to let you know that you have those filters applied. I'm actually just going to remove those. To remove those filters, I just click on the number 2, go to clear all, and then done, and it has a little thing, and sure enough it then brings it back again to our standard home feed. So moving down to the bottom of this screen here, the BZG icon, the chat icon, all those icons from left to right there are permanent, and they are there. It doesn't matter what circle you're in or where you are in the app, they're permanent. They're permanently fixed. So the BZG app, icon there, the little logo, when you press that, it automatically either, if you're on your home news feed, it'll brings you to the top of the home news feed, or if you're in another circle, etc., it brings you back to your home news feed. The next icon there to the right is the chat, the chat bot, or the chat option. If I just click on that, so before I do click on it, you'll see it has the number 1 showing, which means that there is one chat message pending. I open it up, and you'll see there we have something from Eve Early. I go back to where we were again, and you see the number 1 has still remained there because I didn't open the message and the chat. And if I had opened it, it would be and dealt with it, that number 1 will then go. The plus button next to that is just another way of adding a post, and then to the right of the again, we have the notifications symbol with this little bell, and you see that there is a number 7 there, and that indicates that there are 7 notifications that I have yet cleared out. So let's just touch that and see what they are, and you can see, okay, so I have 1 new member to welcome, somebody has cheered a comment of mine, somebody wants me to join one of their circles or a couple of their circles, so there we go. Now I can clear out each one of those, or I can touch the mark all red button. I'm going to deal with those later, so let me just go back to my home screen. The last point to note here is then you'll see to the right of that bell notification symbol, there is a black and white picture of me, of my profile pic. And this allows me just to get straight into my personal settings. So if I touch it, you'll see it's gone to color, and I can go to my personal settings, and because I'm a network host, I can get into network settings, etc., and then automatically it then shows me my the activity that I have been involved with. Now those aren't that's my activity. It's not the post that I've created, it's the activity that I have interacted with, or the post that I have interacted with. So taking it back to our home page again. So really that is the basics of how Bizmerang works, and the functionality of Bizmerang. There are lots more videos on in depth of the more comprehensive functionality, such as the use of circles and how to create posts and all that sort of stuff. The big thing I'd like you to take away from this is that when you're using your main newsfeed, it's fed only by content that you've elected to or the vast majority of the content is content that you have opted into by joining circles. And try and keep it clean as possible by not posting anything directly into the main newsfeed. If you've any other questions, your circle host or a circle host is probably the best person to talk to. Other than that, welcome to Bizmerang, and good luck. Thank you.